to the most electrifying chemistry tutorial you will ever see. Have you ever wondered how those tiny electrons find their place inside an atom? Well, today we're going on a journey into the quantum world, where things get weird but also really cool. In this video you will discover how electrons are arranged, why some elements break the rules, and how to write electron configurations like a pro. But don't worry, this isn't about memorizing a bunch of rules. We have got awesome visual real-world examples and fun analogies to help everything make sense. So, grab your periodic table, sit back, and get ready to level up your chemistry knowledge. Let's dive in.
Electron configuration is how electrons are arranged in the orbitals of an atom. Think of it like giving each electron an exact address. What floor it is on, what room it is in, and even what bed it sleeps in. Let's break it down. Atoms have energy levels. We call them shells. Level 1, level 2, 3, and so on. Each energy has sub-levels, S, P, G, and F. And each sub-level has a number of orbitals or spaces where electrons can go. S has one orbital and fills with 2 electrons. P has 3 orbitals and fills with 6 electrons. D has 5 orbitals and fills with 10 electrons. F has 7 orbitals and fills with 14 electrons. So electrons fill these spaces in a very specific way. That's what electron configuration is all about.
Orbitals are like the rooms where electrons hang out, but these rooms aren't all the same shape. Each type has unique designs. Sphere, S for sphere, P for dumbbell, D for global, F for complex and funky. These shapes help us understand how electrons behave and how atoms interact in chemical reactions. And remember, every orbital can hold a maximum of 2 electrons. Aufbau principle.
Aufbau means building up in German. This rule says that electrons fill the lowest energy levels first, just like people sit in the front rows of a movie theater before moving to the back.
Hund's rule.
Electrons don't like to share unless they absolutely have to. So, in a sublevel with multiple orbitals like P, D, or F, one electron goes into each orbital before they start pairing up.
Pauli's exclusion principle.
No 2 electrons in the same orbital can have the same spin. If one is spinning up, the other must be spinning down, kind of like balancing on a seesaw.
Exceptions to the rule.
Most elements follow the rules, but some break them. Why? To become more stable. Let's look at 2 famous exceptions: chromium and copper. Chromium, or Cr, split Ar, 4s2 and 3d4. Actual Ar, 4s1 and 3d5. Copper, Cu, split Ar, 4s2 and 3d9. Actual Ar, 4s1 and 3d10. Why? Because how filled or fully filled the sublevels are more stable than the expected arrangement.
Now, let's learn how to actually write electron configurations. There are 2 main styles, arrow diagrams and expanded notation. Let's dive into both because they help us visualize and understand how electrons are arranged. Arrow diagram method. In this method, each orbital is shown as a box or a line, and each electron is an arrow, up or down. The rules to follow are: fill from lowest energy level up, aufbau, spread out before pairing, Hund, and no double to up arrows in the same box, poly. Remember, each orbital holds a maximum of 2 electrons and opposite spins. Examples are: hydrogen with 1 electron. The arrow diagram will be 1s, 1 up arrow. Carbon, 6 electrons. 1s up, down. 2s up, down. 2p up, up. Fluorine, 9 electrons. 1s up, down. 2s up, down. 2p up, down, up, up. Sulfur, 16 electrons. 1s up, down. 2s up, down. 2p up, down, up, down, up, down. 3s up, down. 3p up, down, up, up.
Expanded configuration method. Here, we just list each sub-level with a subscript for how many electrons are in it. This is a great for quick writing and analyzing electron arrangement. For example, nitrogen, or N, 1s2, 2s2, and 2p3. Aluminium, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3 and 3p1. Calcium, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, and 4s2. Or zinc, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and 3d10.
Noble gas configuration. Writing full configurations for big elements gets tiring. That's why we use noble gas shorthand. We start with a noble gas from the row above and build from there. This method saves time and shows only the balanced electrons. Examples: sodium Na, Ne 3s1, iron Fe, Ar 4s2 3d6, bromine Br, Ar 4s2 3d10 4p5, lead Pb, Xe 4s2 4f14 5d10 6p2.
Exercises with 2 exceptions. Let's put it all to the test. We'll go through 8 key elements, from simple to advanced, including the famous exceptions. Pause the video before each answer if you want to try it on your own. Practice problems. Hydrogen, 1s1. 2. Oxygen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. 3. Sodium, Ne 3s1. 4. Chlorine, 3s2, 3p5. 5. Magnesium, 3s2. 6. Iron, 4s2, d3, 6.
Exception time. Some atoms break the rules to gain extra stability. Here are 2 famous ones. Chromium, Cr, expected. Ar, 4s2, 3d4. Actual, Ar, 4s1, 3d5. Why? Because half field of sublevels are more stable. Copper, Cu, expected. Ar, 4s2, 3d9. Actual, Ar, 4s1, 3d10. Fully filled at these sublevels equals to extra stable.
Bonus challenge. Before you go, try this electron configuration and drop your answers.
And that's it, you did it. You've now mastered arrow diagrams, expanded notation, noble gases, stability exceptions, and how to solve real configuration problems. You're officially an electron configuration expert.
If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with your favorite example. And share this with someone who thinks electrons are boring. Let's prove them wrong. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep shining like an excited electron. Bye!